Man, I tell you something. And this is true. If you ask me how I feel, I first came into this motorcycle club stuff. Man, I had one of my folks wrote me, one of you great subscribers that's been following me since 2006. Black Dragon, you've changed so much. I think maybe you are angry. I think maybe the stress has gotten to you. I think maybe, Black Dragon, you're depressed and disappointed and maybe even a little bitter. No, I'm not. Really, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, really though. Really. I'm not. I'm just different. I'm different now. I've been through some things that have made me different. Like, I used to believe all the cockamamie rah-rah stuff. You say, Black Dragon, why don't you rah-rah? Because it's not true. The rah-rah is simply not true. Thank you, Soundproof 1%er, for becoming a member and being a member for 9 months. Good morning to you. I hope all is well with you too. So I want to tell you guys, I came in believing all this stuff. There's no cops in motorcycle clubs. There's no cops in 1% motorcycle clubs. You can't have I listened to all that. Every one of those damn things I thought and heard and believed. Oh shit. Was false. Next time you take your motorcycle club to a council meeting, and the COC tells you, you got ex-cops in your car. He used to be a jailer. That guy was a military police. They can't be. Tell them Black Dragon said, and you can tell them Black Dragon said it too. Tell them,
kiss my ass.
Tell them that. Tell them,
kiss my ass.
Tell them,
kiss my ass.
Because the truth of the matter is, it's not true. The truth of the matter is, it's not true. Here in today's story, and every one of these things that I've ever seen, is just different. It's not as promised. And in today's story, I'll show you an example of it. Let me pull this out. The preacher wrote this for me. The preacher writes my story things out every morning. Here we go. In today's story, we're going to be looking at ex-deputy and alleged member of the Beast motorcycle gang pleads guilty to murder of a Sun Devils MC rider member. So yeah, here's an ex-deputy that was in a club. So I don't want to hear no shit. Today on Black Dragon Biker TV, we'll be diving into this major case out of Texas that's shaking up both the law enforcement and motorcycle community. It's a cop gone bad. Aaron Grant, age 39, of former Harris County Precinct 4 constable, deputy, and alleged member of the Beast, MG, has pleaded guilty to murder in the shooting death of a rival Sun Devils MC member. We're going to be looking at this case. The plea was entered December 3rd, yesterday. And we'll be looking at this case. We'll break down what happened, why it happened, and what this conviction means for club politics in Texas. Plus, up there in British Columbia, we've been hearing a lot about Canada lately. A lot about Canada. Canada has been on our minds, and we've been hearing a lot about it.
shit. Yes.
And they've always had a very dynamic motorcycle club situation up there. Like their motorcycle clubs don't be effing around, bro.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You can get taken out. You can be taken to the Undertaker messing around up there. And they've kind of held Canada maybe in a little bit of a vice grip, maybe for a long time.
Oh my God!
But something is happening up there. The police and stuff are using unfair tactics, and I got to say these tactics are unfair. They're unfair tactics that they're using up there. And I don't know, like, you would think that they would be a little more fair, but they're not fair. They're going after the clubs to destroy them using these new tactics, these new civil asset forfeiture tactics. And it's nasty, man. It's nasty. They've already taken millions of dollars they've taken from these Hells Angels guys up there by taking away their motorcycle club houses and properties. Just taking it. Just like, you know what? You used to have that, but it's ours now. Now, we saw that down here. We've seen that down here in the United States with the Mongols. They were trying to take the Mongols' patches, but their clubhouses and their properties and the stuff they've put together, motorcycles and stuff, man, it's unattractive. It's unattractive. And we're going to be looking at how the provincial government is now actively suing to seize multiple Hells Angels motorcycle clubhouses. And we're going to cover why the British Columbia government is escalating its civil forfeiture efforts, civil asset forfeiture. I'll even tell you where the practice comes from, how recent Hells Angels clubhouses have been forfeited, how that's unfolded, and what that means for motorcycle clubs operations across Canada, because they're not just going after the Hells Angels, they're going after other motorcycle clubs as well. It's just evil. It's evil. The Hells Angels in British Columbia are under more pressure now than ever before, and the courts seem ready to back the government all the way. Whew. We're going to also look at some holiday toy runs and MC community givebacks across the U.S. and Canada, and on and on. This is what we got going on for you this morning. Hey, man, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back in 1 minute and 7 seconds right after this brief introduction. Hey, man. Whew. It's going on out there. You better figure out how to protect your motorcycle club nations. Alleged Beast ex-deputy pleads guilty to murder. Back after this.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the day they hit the scene, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and the artist stripes for the prospect all the way up to national P. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Alrighty then. It's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. And allow me to introduce my great co-host, the Honorable Commissioner Lavish T. Williams.
What up, man? What's up, Logic?
What's going on?
What's up, man? I'll wait till we introduce you, man. I gotta share something with you.
And also, we are the only motorcycle club and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic.
What's up, everyone? What's up, chat room? Dragon, Lavish, the Great.
What's up, guys?
Man, what's up, man? Hey, Logic, man. You know,
Yes, sir.
Black Dragon let me know at 10:21. I'm live now. I'm live now. It's 10:45 right now, right? And I said, okay, cool. And then I got on late. Because I'm like, okay, by that time he should be the show should be going. And then you know, I'm looking at it, I got it pulled up and I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, Logic must not be on today. He must be doing something. Because I know this cannot be the opening. Right. This cannot. And that was at like the 5-minute mark. That was like at the 5-minute mark. I was like, I know that let me hurry up and jump in because I don't want him to be out here by himself. Right. And then he's going and he hasn't got me in the window. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if you know that I'm on and stuff. And then he's like, we got more and something. I'm like, man, this guy hadn't started the show yet. We still in the green room? It's 12 minutes later now.
I probably need to shorten those openings.
Yeah, he got carried away. I forgot I was sitting here. I was doing something else.
I'll work on that.
Look, Lavish. He started talking to the chat room and everything.
Yeah, that's why I thought. Listen, I thought that you wasn't. I thought you wasn't on today. And I'm like,
I got a little carried away. Well,
good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Black Dragon has this saying. He has this saying. And I'm gonna call him out on it. He says, "Man, I don't like doing the show by myself." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, oh good. I got you and Lavish, good." But then when me and Lavish is on, we sitting over here like,
like, man,
you know what?
He's gonna read this entire article.
I'm probably the same color as this right now.
Oh man, God.
I can, you know what? I can accept that. Hey, Jonathan Bell, congratulations for prospecting at the age of 64. It's never too late, man, to find a brotherhood, man. You bring to the club a special,
congratulations,
special level of knowledge and experience, and they will be benefited by you and you by them. So hell yeah, man. It's never
you
too
go
late.
Walk in an elder.
Yeah.
Just not in the club.
Yeah. You're going to walk in an elder. What's up? Insane Wheels, good morning to you, sir. All right, let's get over to this.
Fit to ride, or are you fit to ride? Are you fit to ride? I thought you was going to change your name to just fit to ride. That's my club sister. People
always be telling us they're going to change their name, and they don't.
No, she changes her name because I mess it up. I'll be introducing her page. I'll say, "Are you fit to ride?" Then she'll change it. Then I'll say, "Fit to ride." Then she'll change it. She said, "You need to get it right."
Let's talk about.
Let's go
real quickly. Yesterday's story. Okay, so first of all,
man?
The home, not the one you think. So keep your eyes out the ceiling. Okay, first of all, when we talk about these clubs, we hear back. So it's really cool. First of all, how do you say this word? It's homitos, not homietos or anything like that. Matter of fact, they say they laugh at our dumbasses when we say homietos. It's homitos. That's how we say their name. Homitos. Got it? All right. Number one. Number two, we were wondering, how did this guy get such a, 30 years is not a nice prison term, but how did he not go to prison? I had forgotten this, and somebody called to remind me that these guys had been attacked in that bar. Remember, they were, if you, I don't know if you guys were with me when this happened, because this might have been 2 years ago. They were attacked in that bar. They went to that bar, maybe a support club or something. You know, in some of these small towns, like Oklahoma, where I'm from, in some of these small towns, I just sit removed. And what should have happened is we should have all got large. What is going on with this? That's not working. Something's not working. We in these small towns, your motorcycle club may go somewhere. Your motorcycle club may move, and when it does, there'll be someone somewhere that'll make a call. The Black Sabbath are over at the Sirloin Steakhouse, and next thing you know, like 1%ers will show up there, and I've done that. Like when I was putting together a chapter in South Carolina, it was such a small place, and everybody was related, and you would have brothers in different clubs that would be in the same family, and cousins and sisters and stuff, and they would tell on each other. They're trying to start a Black Sabbath over there. They're meeting at the Waffle House. And next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call from the dominant of this area talking about, your guys are over there meeting at the Waffle House. What are y'all talking about? It was crazy. Mm-hmm. It's especially when you're like me. I was trying to build chapters, and you're trying to build chapters in towns that you don't know the people. You never met those folks. They come to you saying, hey, we want to build a Black Sabbath. So you don't know that they're out bad with every club that's in that town. Mm-hmm. And so you're going to bring the Black Sabbath there. And the minute you get started, these people got so much baggage, it's stacked up to here. And they're sitting there meeting, and you get a call from somebody who knows. You get a call from a dominant that you know that's been called from a dominant that you don't know, from a dominant that you don't know, from a dominant that's there. They if you don't think these 1% clubs don't talk to each other, they do.
They do. And
so you're getting a call from one. Hey man, that what you're trying to do out there in South Carolina, I don't think it's gonna work, bro. What do you know about it? It's crazy. And that could have been what happened to them. They go into the Whiskey Barrel saloon, and somebody makes a phone call. Next thing you know, they are being surrounded, in this case by banditos. And I believe, this is a long time since I've done that story. I believe it was it might have been a support club as well. And they got surrounded and ambushed. In that, the president was killed in that exchange. And 2 or 3 people, maybe I think it was 3 people that were killed. 2 banditos and a homito, I believe, if I can remember correctly. So this man here, he was ambushed. And so why they got him was because in Oklahoma, you cannot carry concealed into a bar. Now in San Diego, you can carry when I was carrying concealed in San Diego, you could carry concealed into a bar, but you couldn't drink. In Georgia, you can't even take the damn thing in the bar. And Oklahoma's like that as well.
What, your weapon?
You got to know.
You talking about your sidearm?
Your if you have a concealed carry permit in San Diego during the time that I was carrying one back in the 90s, you could go into a bar with it, but you couldn't drink.
How hard was it for you to get a concealed
in San Diego, it was absolutely damn near impossible.
In the 90s. Because it was hard to get one in Michigan. I mean, like until they passed something, you know, it was like if you had one of those, you had to be like somebody. You had to have a real reason to have a permit at that time.
It was like that in San Diego and still is today. The reason I was able to get a concealed carry permit is because I owned my own business. I owned traffic schools, and we collected money at the traffic school. So that's why I was able to get the permit. I was one of few, very few people. There might not have been 10,000 of those things issued in all of San Diego County. So in 1995, a 27-year-old black man, young guy having a concealed carry permit. And I think I might have told you guys back then, you could only have 3 guns that you could carry, and each serial number was on that permit. So if you couldn't just carry a 45, like in San Diego, like here, if you got a carry permit, you can carry anything, any gun or whatever. In San Diego, you could only have 3 guns, and if you had any other gun than the 3 that were on your permit, your ass was going to jail. So when the cop looked at your concealed carry permit, he looked at the serial number on your gun. It was crazy. But you'd be lucky to even have it. So, but in a place where you cannot take a concealed carry weapon, even if you have a permit, into a bar, this is how he got into the trouble. But that's probably also why he didn't actually go to prison. It wasn't because he paid somebody off. You know how we did yesterday. Like, I wonder how that happened. It wasn't that he snitched or paid somebody off or something. It was that he was carrying that concealed weapon in the bar. So we wanted to clear that up. And that's how he was able to get a 30-year suspended sentence, because he was actually attacked in there. Unfortunately, the rest of the stuff that went down, unfortunately. And he's now facing 30 years because he was hanging out with the club against that permit, or against that policy, probation that he had agreed to. Or I don't know if he agreed to it, but they told him what it was going to be. Okay, so that's that story. This story here, we're at bikerliberty.com, the Biker News, Black Dragon Biker News Network, Biker News you can trust. Make sure to go to bikerliberty.com, get a subscription there, subscribe to us, like us, share us, that sort of thing, and we would absolutely appreciate that. Alleged Beast MG, Beast calls themselves a motorcycle gang. I don't think they've changed that. So Beast is what they say. Their real name is Brothers East MG.
We talked about them before, right? Yeah.
Out of Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
That's where they started. They're all over the place now, but they started there in Houston.
What's up, Raised Bikes?
What's up, Raised Bikes? Alleged Beast MG member, who is also an ex-constable deputy, pleaded guilty yesterday, to murder in the shooting of a rival Sun Devils MC member. Here's your boy right here, Aaron Grant, who pleaded guilty of the killing of Jesse Metzger in 2023. We did this story way back then. Speaks to his attorney, Joe Wells, in 183rd Harris County Criminal District Court in Houston on Wednesday, as he was pleading guilty. Now, this is a incredible story of a cop gone bad. There's a whole lot going on here. On December 3rd, 2025, Aaron Grant, a 39-year-old former Harris County Precinct 4 constable deputy, entered a guilty plea to murder in the 183rd Harris Criminal District Court in Houston, Texas. The plea relates to a January 27, 2023 fatal shooting of Jesse Metzger, just 32-year-old member of the Sun Devils Motorcycle Club, which is an offshoot of the Banditos. When they say offshoot, typically they mean a support club. Grant affiliated with the rival Brothers East Motorcycle. It's actually Brothers East Motorcycle Gang. This is the only club I know that actually calls himself an MG.
An MG, right.
Is set to serve 35 years in prison as part of the agreement. 35
he did the plea deal.
Is that the best agreement you could get?
That's what I was thinking. God, dog, that's the agreement.
Yeah, okay, man. I'll agree to that.
Well, you can get life. You can get life and death penalty here in Texas now. So, dude.
35 years is life if you're my age. So with additional concurrent 2-year sentences for related charges. He details of the shooting. So the incident unfolded in the early morning hours of the 2100 block of the North Freeway. Grant, who had been at Bombshells restaurant with friends, was driving a Honda CRV when he encountered Metzger riding his Harley Davidson motorcycle alongside his Sun Devils Club president after they had eaten. The vehicles drove parallel until Grant fired shots from his vehicle. It always sucks when you shoot somebody on a motorcycle from a car. That's just like so unfair. Striking Metzger in the back. Metzger managed to reach a nearby Home Depot parking lot where he collapsed and was pronounced dead at 12:49 a.m. by medics. Yeah. Instead of calling 911, Metzger had phoned a friend at 12:12 a.m., reporting he was being followed and hit. The friend and another individual arrived at the scene and flagged down a passing Precinct 4 deputy. Isn't that something? You get shot and you call your boys up and not the police? That's that 1%er shit. Ballistics evidence linked the .40 caliber rounds from this shooting to an earlier 2022 roadway incident involving Grant. Damn. They linked him by his bullets.
The ballistics.
Damn. That's why you're not supposed to use like the same gun. Prosecutors described the act as stemming from uncontrolled anger, with Assistant District Attorney Georgina Stevenson noting he was just somebody who was angry and couldn't control themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesse was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here's another picture of him.
You see what K-Wayne said?
Angry? What did
You see what K-Wayne said? Fair? You want murder to be fair? Murder is not fair.
I mean, he got a point on that.
Right.
I want murder to be fair, damn it.
That's not fair. Don't shoot me from the car. Just get out and shoot me. I don't know.
Don't shoot me from the car. Give me a chance, bro. Don't tase me, bro. Former Precinct 4 Constable Deputy Aaron Grant listens to his victim impact statements before Judge Lance Long in Harris County 100. So he's listening to the impact statement. He's looking at the impact statement, people like that. Like, sit your ass down and shut up. Grant served in the U.S. Marines for 8 years before pursuing a career in law enforcement. Attending San Jacinto College, he worked as a deputy for Harris County Precinct 4 from 2018 to March 2020. After which he transitioned to construction work and briefly joined the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office for about a year. His involvement with Brothers East placed him amid escalating tensions with rival clubs like the Banditos. Following his arrest for Metzger's murder, Grant posted $200,000 bail, but faced further accusations of domestic violence from his ex-wife, Raquel Cano, including beatings, stalkings, and an incident where he allegedly held a knife to her stomach in 2024. He was angry.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier 2019, outcry by Cano while Grant was still a deputy led to an investigation, but the blue wall came up. Charges were not pursued, and she retracted her statement at the time, probably because she got a call, you know, like, hey, man, don't do that to our bro, man. This is the blue wall you effing with right now. The victim, Jesse Metzger. Metzger was a father of 3 and a dedicated member of the Sun Devils. His family believes he was targeted due to his visible club-affiliated vest. He was targeted because he was wearing the Sun Devils cut. Amid broader gang rivalries, wearing that cut in front of that angry guy, he was shot in the back during the encounter, which was unfair, which K. Wayne's looking at us like, there's no fair in murder, so stop it. And he died shortly after in the parking lot. Now, these are additional charges for the plea agreement. So we know how he was shot. We know the background. So this is the plea agreement. In addition to murder, Grant pleaded guilty to continuous violence against the family. Damn. Involving years of alleged abuse towards Cano, who described being isolated from loved ones and living in constant fear. The way I breathed would set him off in a rage. Plus, he's a cop. You can't even call the cops on his ass. Like he had it all. Also, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon tied to the March 2022 roadway shooting where ballistics matched the murder weapon. Other pending charges were dismissed as part of the deal. Oh, they dismissed a couple things? The plea was overseen by Judge Lance Long, and defense attorney Joe Wells called the 35-year sentence a fair mediation. He got more fairness than the guy that got shot in the back. Noting challenges in the prosecution's case. Oh, so it wasn't open and shut case for the prosecution, such as Metzger's decision not to call 911 directly. That was a challenge to the case. I don't know why.
Why?
Maybe, I don't know why. So the courtroom proceedings and victim impact statements during the hearing, emotional statements were delivered by Metzger's family, and Kano, Metzger's mother, Heidi Fiedler, said that's the nature of the culture. He thought that by killing somebody from the Banditos or Bandito Support Club, he could level up in the beast and get more recognition, adding, 35 years is not a fair trade for the life of my son. My sentence is the rest of my life. People said I should try to forgive you. I can't. His stepfather, Russell Fiedler, addressed Grant's military background. You lost the right and the privilege because Marines have honor and integrity. And they also will kill everything in sight if they have to. You were also a law enforcement officer. You chose to disgrace that. You have no value anymore because you chose a cowardly act by shooting Jesse Metzger in the back. Grant appeared nonchalant and smiling. You saw the picture up here of him looking. I don't know if he was smiling, but he does look a little nonchalant there. Grant appeared nonchalant and smiling and waving at family members and received a Semper Fi salute from a relative as he was escorted out. I don't know what the Semper Fi salute is. Do you?
I wasn't in the Marines.
That's a Marine thing. They got it. They got their own
in the military.
They got their own damn salute. Semper Fi.
I guess so, man.
I'm sure they probably all got their own thing, like like everything else. The Navy, the Army, the Air Force. I'm sure they got their own little thing. That
But they're part of the Navy. They work for us. They should have the Navy salute.
Man, I hear you talking.
They work for us. We send them to do things for us. We're just like, you know what? That's going to require getting shot at. Hell no. Where are the Marines at? Send them. Send the Marines. That's how we do that.
Something's wrong with him, man. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with you, Black Dragon.
A Marine would say, yeah, because you wussy sailors can't do it. Yeah, just send the Marines. Send them. Anyway. I always say Marines first to try, first to die.
Thank you very much. That's really nice.
It's my show. I can pick on Marines. Anyway.
But they also say that Marines are first there and last to leave. First there and last to leave.
Yeah, they signed up for that. When I heard that,
you only could be a certain age to be a Marine too.
I don't know. They don't.
I
thought you only could be you can't be older than 34.
That's all the
branches. That's all the branches.
Yeah, that's all.
That is.
Yeah.
I was looking at something different. Maybe they changed something.
It's all waiverable.
It's all waiverable. If you've been in, like if you're 37, but you already been in, they'll give you, they'll give you credit for being in. They'll let you come. Blah blah blah.
I was looking. I said, man, it looked like the Marine requirements seem to be a little rougher than
No, well, the physical
the other
requirements are probably a little rougher. Maybe
you don't have to be smart to be a Marine. You just got to endure the training. I'm sorry, as the Marines gonna say something.
No, it says general requirements from 17 to 28.
That's the initial. Your initial, going in initially.
And that's through all of them then.
I think they're all the same.
Oh, okay.
They're all the same.
34 is like the max. 17 to 28 is like it's been Jesus. I've been out longer than I was in now. But I think it's the same for all the services, how old you can be. But it's all waiverable. You can get a waiver.
You can get away for anything.
Yeah. Somebody said, dude is just a disgrace all the way around. Shooting someone with a registered weapon with previous ballistics. Really? Go to jail. Do not pass go.
Go straight to jail. That's a Monopoly player right there.
At 62, Lulu said that. So
Jerry Smith said they put crayons in the MREs.
Woo, boy.
All right, so what's the MRE?
Oh, somebody said
Meals ready to eat. That's
what?
Meals ready to eat is an MRE. That is the
Air
modern
and all
K-Rats. It used to be.
Oh, I heard that in the rap song. MRE. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that's that's the cold food you get when you're out in World War II. It came in a can, and it was called Sea Rats, and you would eat it out of a can, and it's much better now.
Jammers Eats said they all Air Force and all have changed. So I asked him how so. Yeah, I know all the branches changed. When I've heard how boot camp goes these days, I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's all
the military people are weak now compared to what we went through.
Yeah,
even by Air Force standards, they're weak.
Yeah, yeah, they're pretty weak. Anyway, he said you're a disgrace. You have no value anymore. Grant appeared nonchalant and kind of smiling. Of course, that's what they all do as they're getting ready to walk through those doors for the last time. He got a Semper Fi salute. The case underscores ongoing issues with motorcycle club robberies and domestic violence allegations against former law enforcement officers. Prosecutors emphasized that and this is interesting, that prosecutors would emphasize this. Prosecutors emphasized that while gang tensions existed, Grant acted independently in this shooting. So this was not a club hit or a club-sponsored hit, and none of that. This was this dude.
Now watch this. Now, just by seeing that, you know that all those other cases we see around the country, they could do the same thing.
They could.
Like the one where the incident happened in Florida. They went all the way to Philadelphia to bust the.
No, it happened in Virginia. It happened in Virginia. Yeah, and they go all the way to Philadelphia to bust the Will Skull Mother chapter. Yeah, that was crazy. This is the mother of the man Metzger that was killed, given the victim impact statement. Heidi Fiedler makes a victim impact statement in the case against Aaron Grant, who pled guilty. And she's the one that said, 35 years is not enough. This is a lifetime thing for me. And this is his stepfather, Russell Fiedler, who said, you're no longer worth anything. You violated your oath as a cop. You violated your oath as a Marine. And so that's that story. Quite a sad story.
How old was he again?
The kid was
no. The guy what's the name that did the shooting? He said 45.
He was like 39.
39. Yeah. And he got how long? He got
35 years.
So it'd be like 70, 71.
However much 39 plus 75 is.
I ain't got that kind of time, man.
39 plus, what is he? 35 years?
39 plus 35. 74.
He would be 74.
That's unless he get out, time, good behavior. He worked in the laundry room and all that stuff,
Yeah. A Physique said judges ain't playing over there. I guess not, man. Yeah, he was a constable. So I don't want to hear it no more. How there's no cops in these clubs.
But was he a constable while he was in the club?
Huh?
Was he a constable while he was in the club?
No, I don't know. I don't know if he was a constable while he was in the club. I don't know that. But you're not supposed to, they say we don't take any former cops or any of that. If you were law enforcement, if you ever carried a badge.
Who says that?
Man, they all say it. It ain't true. Yeah, I've seen many cops in outlaw clubs and 99% clubs and 1% clubs. I've seen many. I'm done with it. I'm done with the rah-rah. If you got a cop in your club, I'm not even going to be surprised. I'll be, What's up, Officer Gridley? Keep the rubber sight down, dude. Deuces. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, you are an officer in a motorcycle club. You're an officer in a 1% motorcycle club? You're a former cop? Really? No, I'm not doing that no more. You should have
So okay, I can understand the 1%er club, kind of, but is it also frowned on in regular MCs?
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know a lot of. I didn't know at first, Lavish. I didn't know at first until they retired. A lot of people they were officers, security officers. They carried a badge and a gun. All right.
What, bikers?
Yeah. I didn't know until after I knew them, I met them, rolled with them, blah blah blah. Then they they retiring. I said, oh, so you was a cop? Oh yeah, I was a cop. It was no problem.
Yeah, same with me, man. You know, you run into them at some of the strangest places. Now, for me, I run into a lot of retired cops that picked up another job after retirement. And they become security guards at hospitals, colleges, and things of that nature, the VAs. And they're like, oh yeah, I retired. I was DPD. That's, Detroit Police Department,
right.
Or, the Sheriff's Department. And you're like, wow, it's only probably like 2 or 3 cops that I know that actually pull up in the car at the club and kick it with everybody. Yeah, but it's no big deal. That's just their job.
Especially on the white biker set, it's a big bad. It's really bad on the white biker set. The white biker set looks at cops way different than the black biker set.
Did you or someone else say that you got certain clubs that if you're a cop in a club, they can't come inside with their uniform on or some crap like that?
They can't come in. If you're in a and this is something interesting too, because if you're in a black club, it might not be it's not such a big deal for you to have a cop in your club. We look at cops way different. Like in the old days, a cop job was when black folks started getting cop jobs, you were celebrated by the community. Like, oh, he got a good job. Railroad jobs, cop jobs, working for any kind of.
They ain't never celebrate that around here, man.
Well, in the old days in the South and stuff, like, yeah, if you got that good ass job and people weren't hating on you so bad.
You could be anything else, a fireman, an EMS driver. You could be everything else, and that was celebrated. I mean, even back to my grandparents, they used to always talk about, he a police officer, but I hope he don't get shot. Somebody gonna knock him off. It wasn't never acceptable.
We recognize those as good jobs, but in the white biker set, like, oh my God, you were a cop, you are a pariah. That is just horrible. So if you're in the black motorcycle club and you got a cop in your club and you're going to visit a white dominant, because you got a lot of that going on now as the clubs are moving, you might go to a white dominant clubhouse, but you don't take a cop. You got a cop in your club. You don't take them in a 1% clubhouse without letting them know, I got a cop in my club. That's respect.
Well, you know what? Why you say that? When I was visiting one of the OMCs out here, and they said, man, why if you got a VP, don't you unlogic? I said, yeah. So, well, man, why didn't you just bring them by? I said, well, you know what? I was going to bring them by, but I'd rather meet y'all on a neutral space because now my VP is not a cop. He's a chaplain for the police department.
Mm-hmm.
And when I told them that, and they're like, well, he's a chaplain, man. Then they thought about it. They're like, well, man, that's good thinking, though, Logic. I said, yeah, man, I ain't going to disrespect your clubhouse. I said, I know he's just a chaplain, but if you just seen him and then you see his badge, you're not going to think chaplain off the top of your head.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? His badge, actually says chaplain, but it's for a police department. He's a chaplain for the police department, but he's not a cop, So he doesn't carry a gun and he don't have no duties, but that if there was an incident out there and the cop is having issues out there, they call the chaplain to come out there like that. And I said, we'll meet at. I said, let's go down here to the restaurant, to the Sport and Bar Grill. We'll meet there. And they just stared at me like, "Hey man, you actually thought about that?" I said, "Yeah, I thought about that. I'm gonna respect your clubhouse."
Shoot, man, it be so.
Who is Mia Grumla talking about?
I have no idea. I was watching this. I mean, it's going off in there too. So my Jerry says blocker. Black Dragon don't block her. She called you. You sound dumb as you know what. And
wow, what is going on here?
I don't know who she talk or he or she talking to.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, all I do is say, "Where K Wayne at?" Because I'm sitting here thinking,
right, where K Wayne at?
Where K Wayne at? And listen, I've been still in this room getting it together. I'm looking at the monitor. When I look at the monitor, it looked like I'm not paying attention.
Oh,
I don't have my camera set in the right spot where I can look at the monitor and look like I'm engaging with everything and everybody. And then I got my keyboard over here, so it totally, my setup is not right yet.
Are they talking about you?
I think she's talking about me.
You say you're dumb. You don't need to be listened to. Well, why are you on here?
I think she's talking about me. I finally figured out knowledge. This is not knowledge. This is fucking dumbass lies trying to be served up as something real. He's an idiot. If you listen and follow him, you're as dumb as he is. Why would you listen to somebody that's dumb, man?
What gets me is
block me. I don't give a F. No, we're not going to block you. Girl, keep on.
But what gets me is you're whoever you are. You come on here and you're wasting your time listening to us.
Well, she wasted
but then telling nobody to listen to us.
Oh, Jerry Smith said, "I was thanking y'all for the knowledge y'all dropping and dropping." And she this
is not knowledge.
This is not knowledge. He's a dumbass. He's a dumb old man.
You done made somebody mad, Doc.
It's because I'm on the show with doctors and guys that are, politicians and stuff. I am. I'm not as smart as they are. I'm a meager man, and I feel so small right now. But I got a good team. We got a good team here. Hey.
That's just like when people go on Facebook. When people go on Facebook and say, "Y'all know what? I'm tired of this. I'm getting off Facebook." Okay, you didn't have to tell us that.
Bye.
Just get off Facebook.
Or when they leave the motorcycle club and they get on Facebook, "Peace, y'all. I'm out. I'm out of the motorcycle club. Peace." K. Wayne said, "Ask her, what did the old black guy do to you? This is a safe space." We had to go there.
Said, "Did you eat the pudding?"
I didn't touch that girl. Miss Lewinsky. I did not touch that girl. Woo!
Yeah.
Moving right along. Next story. They've been after these Hells Angels, man, up there in Canada, bro, and others. What?
Look at that JB4K. JB4K1.
What did he say?
I don't see it.
I don't see
it on the mainstream. I see it on my other when I'm streaming. Well, I'm looking at your page on my YouTube channel. I see it there, but I don't see it in the mainstream.
Is this it?
No.
Oh, but this is a good point. Sometimes if you have a secret security clearance, you should respectfully avoid the 1% clubhouse as well.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's because of your job. I got you. But JB4K1, you have to post that again because I can see it over here, but I can't see it over here.
What did he say? I don't see it.
I'm gonna put it in your chat. Let you read it. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
Oh, is it like that? Let's see. Okay, I don't see it yet.
I just put it in there, man.
It's not in the private chat.
I put it in
the. Where is the private chat?
I don't see it in the private chat, but where is the private chat?
There's the private chat there.
Yeah, sometimes you do. You just gotta put it, right in the mouth.
I think what happened, YouTube will actually filter stuff out.
No, I see it on YouTube. I don't see it on StreamYard.
We're running through StreamYard. StreamYard may have filtered that out.
Yeah, StreamYard may have filtered out because I'm looking at it on YouTube over here.
Yeah, we're gonna post it right here. Can we post it? You won't be mad if we post it, will you, preacher?
No, I already read it. I mean,
that is funny. JB4K1 said, there is an Australian saying, when a girl acts like a bee, Mia, you just need to put a, oh my goodness, blank in her mouth and shut her ass up.
It didn't say in her mouth.
Oh well,
I said the mouth. I said in the mouth. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, be quiet, Mia. You're not being nice. All right, yeah, they've been giving these Hells Angels a hell of a time, my bro, and they're going at it a different way now, and that is they're taking their SHIT. They're taking their SHIT, bro. Here it is. The British Columbia government aggressively targets Hells Angels by suing to seize their clubhouses. This is crazy, especially Langley, their stronghold. Look at this clubhouse. It is beautiful. This is a beautiful ass clubhouse with shrubs. This is way nicer than the Dragon's Lair, I promise. They got the arch up here, and they got shrubs, and they got it's nicely painted. This looks like somebody's crib. The Hells Angels Clubhouse in Langley has been a gathering place for the White Rock chapter of the Outlaw Biker Club for years. The British Columbia Civil Forfeiture Office has targeted Hells Angels clubhouses. So what is civil asset forfeiture? Where does it come from? Civil asset forfeiture comes from British maritime law. Back in the old days, when the British were chasing pirates, if you would come upon a pirate ship, you couldn't get the owner. It would be flagged in a different country or something like that, and there was no way to prosecute the owner of the ship. So what they did was they decided to prosecute the ship. So civil asset forfeiture laws was, okay, well, we got your pirate ship. We can't find you mofos. We're going to take the ship and everything on it. So it became a practice of targeting the assets of the wrongdoer, especially when you couldn't get a hold of the wrongdoer. Civil asset forfeiture laws have gone from British maritime chasing pirates to all over the world. They use these asset forfeiture laws to go after the assets or the benefits of crime. If you get this through crime, you got it illegally. And now instead of getting you, or maybe we can't get you, or instead of targeting you, we're going to target the things you gained from that crime. Civil asset forfeiture laws have gotten so bad in the United States of America that if you're driving down the street with $40,000 in your pocket and a police officer pulls you over on the highway and they search you and they see that $40,000, they will attach the $40,000 and accuse it of a crime because it's not a person. It has no rights. In America, if you're a person, there has to be suspicion. You got to have, there's got to be probable cause and things like that in order to charge you with crimes or search you. If you're a piece of property, you don't have to have all those rights. So they can pull you over.
Isn't the property attached to you?
No. They can pull you over, take your $40,000, charge it with being achieved by ill-gotten gains, and you have to go to court and fight to prove that it's not the other way around. They got to prove that it was. If it's an asset, it doesn't have the.
I'm trying to understand this. So if I get pulled over by a cop for speeding, and they search my car, or they see a bag of money sitting on my seat or whatever, they're gonna say, well, I'm gonna take that money because that money caused your car to be speeding.
No,
I mean, that's the crime,
no,
right?
I'm going to take that money because you got it by dealing drugs.
But that's not why you pulled me over, officer.
Yeah, but it happens. So I say for me, when I used to carry large amounts of money before bank wires, just company checks, I would have bank receipts, man. You know, a bank receipt in what I'm doing just to have paperwork on me. So sometimes it do sound suspicious if you got $40,000 cash. Well, what are you doing with this money? I don't know. I just got it. But for me, a lot of times I was going to purchase and buy cars, but I knew I was going like out of state, and I had this cash because you can finagle, you can network, not network, but you can negotiate a better deal. So I never had a problem with it. Me personally, but I wasn't on nothing, you know.
So I heard they'll take your credit cards too, though, right? Is that right, Black Dragon?
It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if you have bank receipts or
no,
not.
I mean, I know from personal experience. Listen, I'm speaking for lavish only. I've had you know that, but it all made sense.
Right.
You know, it made sense.
But won't they take your credit cards too?
At least at that time. Let me say that. At least at that time.
They can take
Somebody
your credit cards too.
trying to be a dick to me. Let me say that.
Right.
I can't speak for everybody's, you know, situation. But here you go. You got a whole company, you know, paperwork. Everything goes back to something. Sometimes I see that people that don't have a paper trail, that's when they have a lot more problems than somebody with a paper trail.
Yes. Yes. So it is so bad. There was a couple of cops who made millions of dollars by going to police departments across America and explaining to them how you can take people's money, and then in order to get the money back, they have to fight you so hard. They wind up getting, like, you take a guy's $30,000 and then you tell him, hey, look, man, it's going to cost you 2 years and $20,000 in lawyer's fees. We took your $30,000. Tell you what, we'll give you $12,000 back, and you should be happy with that. This has happened. I've seen that happen and over again. In fact, one time you remember when I told you guys I was doing that 120 miles an hour, I had and I will never forget this, a goddess in the Black Sabbath Nation, who is now a big time biker. Well, she came to get me out of jail, and she used her mortgage to get me out of jail. And I told her, as soon as I get out, I'll go to the bank.
You must have did some stuff to that girl to make her use.
No, she was a sister in the Black Sabbath Nation.
I'm saying that was a hell of a sister. You know what I'm saying?
A sister.
That was a hell of a sister.
A hell of a sister.
Hey, I'm just saying, you know, I'm going to put my mortgage up to get Black Dragon out. Hey,
her name was Sat.
There's a movie like this. There's a movie out there.
And so the thing I was going to tell you is they took my money cash. They took her money cash. And when it was time to get the money back, they gave the money back in some kind of a voucher. And all the steps you had to go through to get the money back. And you wound up losing part of the money for fees and transfers and shit. So $2,400 they took, and you were supposed to get $2,400 back, and it was really more like $2,200 or $2,100 that you got back. It was freaking crazy. Here's a story here. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol can seize money and prepaid cards through civil asset forfeiture, a process that allows police to take property suspected of being linked to criminal activity. So they can take your prepaid credit card. So what a lot of guys started doing when this was happening was they would put their money on prepaid credit cards. And now, and this happened in Oklahoma a few years ago, that they can actually pull you over. They've got an electronic machine that can take the prepaid money off your credit card.
Wow, I don't put nothing past anything. I ain't never heard of nothing like that, man.
Yeah, this happened in Oklahoma, maybe 2015. So they can, it's called the ERAD, Electronic Recovery and Access Device. It allows for the instant freezing of seizure of funds on prepaid cards. There's a low burden of proof. Oklahoma law only requires a preponderance of evidence, which is a lower standard than what is needed for a criminal conviction. And by the time you get your money back, you don't ever get your money back. Here's a case right here where a guy was able to civil forfeiture loophole in Nevada. They took his life savings. The police pulled him over and took his life savings. So this civil asset forfeiture stuff is mean. It's really mean, and it's being used not just in the United States, but all over the world to make these things happen. So as we go back to our story, now that we understand what civil asset forfeiture is, this is how the British Columbia government is using it, as they have targeted Hells Angels clubhouses around Metro Vancouver. But Langley, the stronghold for the club, on Wednesday, December 3rd, the province announced that it was going to try to seize so many properties. Langley has been able to survive so far, but the properties belonging to the club's chapters in Mission, the Hardside chapter in Surrey, and the Haney chapter in Pitt Meadows, the government alleges that these properties are the proceeds of crime. Here you go. You got that clubhouse through crime, which means we get to take it. Now, this has not yet been proven in court, but that's what they're going to go say. That we want to see all your financial reports. We want to see how you paid for this thing. We're going to prove. And they were successful at this. They've taken these guys' property already. The new forfeiture cases come in the wake of a 2023 court decision. They fought for 10 years to keep millions of dollars worth of properties that they had. And we covered this the whole time. So in the wake of the 23 court decision, they saw the gang's the club's Kelowna, Vancouver, and Nanaimo clubhouses seized following a years-long legal battle. They took millions of dollars in their clubhouses, and they either tore them down or sold them. If successful in its new court actions, the government will leave the Hells Angels with just a few clubhouses remaining in the Lower Mainland, with the major exception of Langley, which has been able to survive so far, and Coquitlam. I don't know how to say that word. Langley has been home to both the White Rock and West Point chapters of the club in recent years. The White Rock chapter was formed in 1983 as the Hells Angels began spreading across British Columbia and consolidating its influence over smaller independent biker clubs, which they call gangs. It moved to its current Langley site at 2164 61 Avenue decades ago. A sizable gate, fences, hedges, and security cameras guard the 5-acre rural property near Milner. They got a 5-acre clubhouse. Like most neighboring properties, the site is zoned for rural uses. So another thing they're going after them is zoning. So it's zoned for rural uses rather than the conventional P1 institutional zoning that is used for most gathering places and clubhouses like the Royal Canadian Legion or the Lions Halls in Langley Township. So now they're going after them saying, hey, you're also not zoned to be hanging out here. According to the township, under ALR rules, rural sites can hold up to 10 gatherings a year. Hells Angels clubs are widely reported to require weekly meetings of their members, which we call church. So the city of Surrey has attempted to block the Hardside chapter from using a rented Surrey home as a clubhouse with civil action that began in 2020, arguing that they are violating the local bylaws of those neighborhoods. That case has been moving slowly through the court and is currently scheduled to go to trial in February 2027. The White Rock chapter clubhouse in Langley was the site of a huge gathering to celebrate the chapter's 40th anniversary. And of course, police were watching as local bikers and guests from across Canada entered and left. So they talk about the West Point chapter being one of the newest chapters. They're talking about the various chapters they have and they announced publicly that the Surrey Royal Canadian Mounted Police will strongly resist the efforts. They were going to announce that they were going to go to a new place in Surrey, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Superintendent Bill Forty, he announced publicly, we're going to fight your every effort to put down roots here. So all of this is going on. All these people are after these folks, and they're coming after their clubhouses. Another thing that's been happening is they have not been able to renew leases, as the owners of these buildings are afraid that they're going to be caught up in the civil proceedings and maybe get their shit taken. So not to renew the lease to the Hells Angels MC, many landlords have decided not to renew them for fear of civil proceedings against them. This was the case with the Hells Angels MC West Point chapter clubhouse. They vacated that site in 2023. Since being ousted from that location, they have used other sites for club meetings and events and have not overtly advertised where they are gathering. So they're trying to force these clubs underground. They're going after the money. They're going after the property. They're going after the everything that they can get a hold of. They're coming real nasty, man. Real nasty at these clubs. They're going to try to take them out. It's worse than Halloween. Here's another story.
This got these sound effects, man.
Hey man, we're an hour and 7 minutes in, just to let you know.
Okay,
We
this
start
is
another story.
no, this is the same story, but this is another clubhouse. The Devil's Army Clubhouse right here is known as the Hells Angels Support Club. They call it a puppet club. So the owner of this clubhouse, Richard Alexander, was convicted of murder. And so they decided that they would go after his whole clubhouse. Since you were convicted of murder, we're going to come and take your clubhouse for unlawful activity. So this is really crazy what's going on. You guys can read up on it if you want to know more at bikerliberty.com, the Black Dragon Biker News You Can Trust newspaper. Just go check out the story, man, and more for you guys to see. Wow. Was that crazy?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Hey, we got to bring up something tomorrow. I'm on a conference call. I thought you was gonna bring it up yesterday. Is when you was gonna hit that subject on, or was I just listening to something different than you were saying? But about advertising, clubs advertising. Then you come up with. Then you say we got to talk about that. You don't want to talk about it now, but I'm just saying. Didn't you say you was gonna talk about that?
Yeah, shoulda.
Was that supposed to have been yesterday?
Should a motorcycle club use the internet to advertise
and get members? Okay, yeah.
And
I'm going to bring that up probably tomorrow.
Yeah,
I got to go.
And the crazy thing about it is, I actually ran into a club advertisement just yesterday. A major 1% club, and I saved it just to show. And
don't show it now, man.
We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Gee. We'll do it tomorrow.
I saw you looking.
But let me just pull it up right. This is the one I ran like.
You know me, so you know me too well. I was trying to pull that sucker. And I'm mad because I couldn't put my fingers on it.
That's good. All right, man, I got to go, man. Y'all ain't hear them people talking in the background?
Yeah, we hear them. Okay, all right. You know, y'all be. That's why I don't even like.
Gotta make. Hey, what were you talking about? That's how I make my money, so I can build this building.
Yes, he's getting a construction loan for his property. All right. Okay, Lavish. You can go first if you want. Preacher, you want to? We'll let Lavish go first. Go ahead, young man.
All right, I'm out. That was it. I'm out. I'm over here working myself, man. Actually, let me look at the camera, even though my monitor is over there and my keyboard is here. So I'm looking at the camera. I don't have much to say. Be safe. Enjoy. It's cold up on the north side, the northern states, the Midwest, East. It's cold. Black Dragon. I noticed when I was looking at the weather, Atlanta and Detroit is only like 3 degrees off from each other. That's crazy.
Yes.
I was looking. Listen, hey, Logic. Rochester, New York was 29 degrees last night, while Detroit was at 27 degrees. How is Rochester warmer than Detroit? That's crazy.
It's 44 degrees here.
Oh man.
I think it's actually warmed up here now. But yeah, it's. I knew it was going to be a cold winter. I knew it. I
wasn't expecting Atlanta to be in those temperatures.
Yeah, we get it.
Not at least not at this time of the year either.
We get it, but it'll be like 55 today, and then tonight, woo.
Yeah, it's supposed to get up to 60, 62, back to 62 by Saturday.
In Tucker right now.
-3, Ray.
45 degrees in Tucker right now.
So it's
I'm looking at Ray in Iowa. He's talking about his negative. It was -3.
-3.
-3.
Hell no, man.
Negative. Oh my God.
No, it's 45 right now. It's going to be like 50 today.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do come out of it. But tonight, it's only going to be 44 tonight. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Be safe. See y'all later.
Take care, young man.
That's it, young man.
Hey, 79 degrees down in Polk County, Florida. Wow. That's nice. That's beautiful. You. Oh, yeah. You. Here we go.
I remember this one kid.
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is your boy Logic over here at Keep It Logical. It is a 44 degrees going down to 35 tonight here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. But hey, we still like to bundle up in front of a fire. Anyway, if you're riding, get out there, be warm, ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith. And keep it logical.
Peace. Hey, this is your boy Black Dragon. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel. Hey, man, I lost 3 pounds. I lost 3 pounds in one day. So, hey, listen, you can get fat over the holidays, but even before the holidays are over, get back on the diet, bro. Get back on the diet so I can be back down to 306 before Christmas. But the goal is to be under 300 by the end of the year. It'll be the first time in like 15 years I've been under 300 pounds. So I went up to 316, and then I came down like I was 313 this morning. And hopefully, so I'm back on the diet. I got off of it for just a minute, but I'm back. Hey, man, you can do it. 78 in Miami. You guys always take care. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm an old man that doesn't know anything, but we sure do have a lot of fun here. Black Dragon Biker TV. Hey, man, thank you guys all for tuning in, and we will catch you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. And that's it. Bye-bye.